Ah, I'm worried about how this is gonna work. Was it that I'm having issues with it now? Okay. Let me. Okay. We see how this works, right? Okay, I'm gonna test out on my phone. Okay, test, test. Okay, test, test. Good. Just making sure that's working. Ah. Okay, so the first stream, the stream started off a bit sketchy, but see how this goes. All right, you know for the best, right? Okay. This is probably where I'm gonna drop a lot of frames. Ah. Come on. Oh my gosh. Stop. I know how to get to stop. Good. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Dang it. This may be. I don't know how long of a stream this is gonna be. But depends, I guess, how things go. So far, only 300 drop frames. That's 1.9%. It's not bad. It's weird. The first time I streamed in 1080p, everything went swimmingly well. Now, I don't know. So far, not bad. So far, not bad. But of course, the real test is gonna be when I fucking actually start playing the game. By the way, how's everybody doing today? See if that helps. Okay. Let me check some things. Give me a second. Updating my sounds. Okay. I had to update it because I know I love that immersive audio. Okay, cool. Don't care. Ha! At least it's only what? Fucking 1% so far of drop frames. We're gonna see when it actually gets into the combat and shit how this looks. When it's at 424 drop frames. Not good, but okay. Ah, Rin. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Valdesian request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service. But it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray, make your way to the Valdesian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. Okay. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Asja around the city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There's still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Cool. Oh no. Okay. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Ren. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Okay. Thank you for coming in such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials into the void. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. Really. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he is supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Rin to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Of course, let's go. Studium is a bit far away, right? Now then, where is Aaronville?
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Yeah, I did all those things.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
That's true. That is true.
No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. tell me that doesn't pique your interest. We're going to get along, you and I. Dural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Hey, I get 2,000 gold. Okay. The game's afoot. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled city of So let's begin to rectify that first by getting acquainted with our visitor, the matters he suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guard earlier, I learned about a petition from the researchers on the Isle of Ham. Went there not long ago and culled some of the unruly fauna there, of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they are being unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Perhaps. The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Adventure! Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we even have a chance to get acquainted. Oh. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions, my apologies, but I proceed to some preparations. Right, go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. There's some proper jams up in here. Proper jams. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Okay.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can. The researchers should be...
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that think to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Look! Someone's in trouble! Animals are usually so docile.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
I'll handle this.
Is that all?
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail. These claw marks, I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Sorry about that.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat. Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
We disturbed their home.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they may have shot one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
fangs and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. What is that thing?
You thought.
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Of course.
Come, Woklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Oh yeah.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Quickly, gather together! I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now. Thank you. That was hardly a tickle. Nothing to it. You have me now, you loudmouth bastard! Throw everything you have at it.
Just like that. Easy. Easy.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks!
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me. Have at you!
Cryo.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to...
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt.
Was
We
it?
can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charleyan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Are you sure?
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Right?
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Of course I will.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
twins.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request? Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
The Scions are back.
Alphino, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alice."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
Give me a second.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Yo, man, what's up? That's the official end of Endwalker. Let's see if there's some kind of cutscene. Let's see. Who do I talk to? Huh. Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Aaronville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack may serve you well in your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when the departure will be, but rest assured I will let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Ooh, cutscene. Just as I thought. Now this cutscene's gonna set up the next expansion whenever it comes out, which will be in a few months.
When does the next ship set sail?
Oh, is he going too? Okay.
May I ask your destination?
Watch, he's gonna say Tura. Watch.
The north and east, I've already seen.
Yep.
I suppose I'll head west this time.
Yep.
West, you say?
Oh, him too? Is he going too? The whole gang's gonna be there. Ah, of course. The whole gang's gonna be there.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Oh, so they're gonna be working for the other side, or for somebody else.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
something. Oh, over here. Okay. Character. Fashion accessories. Cool. Got myself a backpack. Ah, it is this one. Okay. No. Yeah, I got one of them packs. Ah, Rin. You're just in time to assist with my latest fact-finding expedition. A recent foray into Charlian revealed that Pupu's friend was in the company of a Hannish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavenir. I contacted my usual sources, finding for local sightings of alien phenomena, but alas, they had none to share. I have thus switched tactics and decided to track down the alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop in a Garlean battlefield. The inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads. Here or in the city, or at the Great Work. Okay. I believe they moved investigation to Yedlimad? I think. So I suggest we hurry over there and join them. I cannot leave that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. Okay. Let's see what these missions are gonna have for me. These are always really funny missions. So. I see the two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectorial genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we're just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo's comrade. I mean, that's to say, I'm merely following the inspector's wake. In the inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandehild. It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you and you all in any respect, for I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense. Clone or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming in a Mandeville man. Exactly. The things you can do are amazing. Oh, I don't know about that. It was you who saved Rin from certain doom, was it not? While not as quite as alcritus as mine, your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. Just kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hoped my meager contributions are of some small assistance. Of course. Too modest by half. I'd say his mental facilities are far surpass those of the original. That's enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Apothecary? Apothecary? Yeah, apothecary. Can't speak sometimes. What's that dude running? What's that dude running? Okay. It's, What? Oh. Huh? That's cool. Oh. Okay. A fishmonger. Do I know any apothecaries? In Razzahan? Of course. More than I can count. I've not heard tell of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me. What with the Civil War raging and the world almost ending. Situations improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. A lone merchant trading there alone? Impossible. No help. No help. See. Hey. Hey! Let me in. Fucking sneaky ass merchant. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Garleans, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. True. Oh, I can just... Hey. Big boy. Big boy. That's funny. To get him to fly, you use a cake. Just to get him to walk normally. Just this cabbage. And when I get him to fly, it's a cake. Hey. Yes, I know of whom you speak. A fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary, who set off for a war-torn Garlemald to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I've no interest in the affairs of such men, but you do, I take it. If so, I suggest you head to... Yeah, I'm not. And you hear the tale for yourself. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering shellfish. Wow, how shellfish of them. Wow. Ah, Ring. I hope your questioning has borne fresher fruit than mine. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to this fisherman. Felicitas? I don't know. Some random mad dude. Random mad dude. Yeah, it's that same. Which dude? The hell? The story of my apothecary friend? Oh, you must mean Bah. Well, I was near enough calling it a day anyway. I was near enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Bah comes from a very poor family and growing up never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most gil, but his stock never sold as well as he hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely in the middle of a war, it's the best place to sell medicines. Heh. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, he was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing his found in those snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He said he's learned how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. Then he showed me gleaming mountains of the stuff, enough to proclaim himself a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Vanhuli, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. A name I've heard. He's a rising star in the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right? Yes. He has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnir, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port. The dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it came to buying historical landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he'd converted the gilded Aria into a private abode, and has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out practically large sums for artwork depicting the goddess Asura. Oh, okay. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. That's gonna be the big fight. I saw, in the trailer for this patch, I saw, like, a little bit of that fight. I've encountered much Manusya and Murga lore at Radzahan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, that's hardly surprising. She is, as a deity of war, she's not well loved by the common folk. He is different, though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Asura whom he prays for victory. And damn me if she didn't listen. A once poor boy became a merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. How about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one of the same. Might we assume this blessing he stumbled upon in Garlemald was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to intrude. Aren't you the hero who helped us when folks were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creatures showed up outside of town. One of our guards went to confront it, but it doesn't look like her odds are... I don't like her odds against that thing. That sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. Forthwith. Ooh, let's see. Ah, this guy again. This guy again. I thought you destroyed that monster. No, he always keeps coming back. He always keeps coming back. I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lessons, shiny skull man? Lesson? What are you on about? Bah, cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Van Hooley's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Van Hooley? The merchant who tried to buy... So he put you up to this? Curses, how did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? I wonder, it's not like you just told us. You just blurted it out, right? Silence! No one who learns from our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Ah, Godbert to the rescue. Of course. Oh, what? No. Wait. The more sinister Skullman. What a doctor. Quadruplet. Who's this? Oh! Mother? Vexatious vermin. This will soften you up. Boom! Bah! A lucky hit. Oh no. Wait. Run! 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 One last pitch. Limited heavy hitter special. But that was my fastball. I've come to expect father-son appearances, but what brings you here, Mother? A proposition from the merchant, Van Hooley, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Manderville and Manderville. And we were just on our way to the bloke's mansion. I already refused Mr. Van Hooley once before he tried to buy out our commercial empire. When he tried to buy out a commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It is quite an attractive offer, considering fine jewelry is our stock in trade. And we thought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he would purposely command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public fort, we can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all these lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking, weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy an organic material as well? How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility has analyzed an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. It cannot recreate matter from nothing. A requisite supply of ether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Core, you sure do know about a lot, Inspector Brandahill. Even alien starships. Tis no great achievement. As I've mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Van Hooley is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? It's possible. We share the same suspicion, Master Dalian? To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. We share the same suspicion, Master. Oh. Ugh. Oh, of course. 'Tis the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume Van Hooley is either threatening or deceiving Master P's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action is clear. We march right up to the gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Von Hoodie's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate. Aye. We will need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. Let's go. Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Von Hundi's pilot atop the rise just south of Kay's footsteps. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Let's see what. Lord Godbert, Lady Julian. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you for stopping by, though. And entourage. Pray excuse our presumptuousness? My son and his companions insisted they come along. Desperate, they were to meet with the illustrious master of Von Huli. I see. One moment, if you please. Lord Von Huli should be glad welcome you all to his home. Pray, step aboard, and I shall take you there directly. Alright, take care, man. Thank you. Oh, come on, that's a very obvious stage where we're gonna fight the deity. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you traveled all the way from distant Ul'dah, a pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is. I've been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, but now here you are. Like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Von Huli. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease this exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master P at once. Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good. I needn't waste my breath on tedious explanations then. This is Master P, I presume. I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold, but that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you by my side. With the vaunted Warrior of Light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. It's not a bad idea, actually. No, I'm just kidding. I refuse categorically and empathetically. Or categorically and emphatically. A pity. Yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems the time has come to test the ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance for your coming. The tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had to but clone myself after all. Who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Nay, Hildebrand, against the primal, we may be more of a hindrance than help. We dare not remain within the sphere of influence. Yeah. True. I mean, best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Gentlemanly withdrawal. Here we go. What? Wait. Oh. Come on. Okay, any minute now. Come on. Hey. Let's go.
I am Asura, and on battle I fly. Have you the courage and strength to face me? Will you dodge, or will you bleed? The fair shall fall. You've not time to blink. Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. Spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. The weak shall perish. Hear the gleaming edge. Unmerciful light shine upon you. Behold the sixfold blade.
Dang it.
Fury be my strength. I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel. Spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. Show me your steel. Hear the gleaming edge.
The face of battle is ever-changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
This is just bad.
You've not time to blink. Your steel. The frail shall fall.
Oh, there we go. Good show, Rin. It would seem you would thoroughly trounce that pesky primal. And even as we speak, Mother and Father should be informing the Radiant host of that despicable Van Huli's wrongdoing. The Divine Asura defeated? Turn the wheel. We flee for now. Who's flying this starship without my permission? That treasure is mine and mine alone. You called your vessel Master P? I did not. It's my friendship. At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. Let me guess, they actually hate each other? Yes. Oh no. I'm so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't the Evan help you after your crash? He did, at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basics of starship technology. But that resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state and seized my starship. He flew me out to the jungle and left me there to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction, and then I came to reclaim my property. This experience has led me to conclude that the dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It is the only way to guarantee our survival. No, they're not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. Dang, that's crazy. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Uh-oh. Think, damn it, think. If I'm to stop the explosion, I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship. But I can conceive of no logical solution. Zombie held? Or is normal rent held around? Okay. I thought it was the zombie. But no, it is just... Inspector Vanderhilt, you must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. I too have calculated that Lord Godfrey's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. Yes, that's fine, your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw, and I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. Skyward is only in Manderville Pen. Hey, wrong way! I lost my grip. Given my trajectory and velocity to correct, shift and posture to generate enough lift and precisional motion to, or processional motion. I can still make it. A boomerang! Too late. The reactor's going critical. There's only one way to save the day. Inspector Brandehild! A brief time together was more than any defective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Damn. That's crazy. Is that case closed for Inspector Brandehild? Yes, Nashu, I think it is. Nay, my loyal assistant. As a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandehild has surely survived to tell the tale. Yeah, I don't think he survived that one. We shall see him again, mark my words. Yeah, I don't think he survived that one. You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with my high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If I could only make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas. Sorry. There's not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandhild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master P, you're a friend of ours, and what are a few minor plasma burns amongst friends, eh? Yeah. Our home planet, it was lost to the phenomenon you call the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to a search for a safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it was populated or not. If the natives beings were hospitable, would live peacefully amongst them. If not, then we were prepared to claim the new home by force. So it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of the metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone where I was promptly shot out of the sky. Okay. The rest you already know. Having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here when our communications received no answer. It is where I met your Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by the despair of the final days are reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. That's okay, though. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That being said, there's nowhere safe. There's nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much to ask for us to live here on your star? Of course, it would not be an issue. No problem at all. Well, of course you can say. Yay! We're just adding to our ranks. And I suspect you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Dang. So he's... Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master P on the way back, I believe that I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor still hold your interest. Pray for Master Geralt of your willingness to assist, and my hammer and I shall make haste to the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you good day. We're looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before you know it. Of course. That's cool. We got a replica starship. And that's it. Of course, Hildebrand. Hildebrand always returns. He always comes back. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Oh, creepy guy. Okay. He made it! I mean, the Hildebrands are very resilient. The Mandevrilles, actually. Done. Oh. It's getting late. I gotta get to sleep. Either way. Peace.